It's been honestly, a really fun preseason. We have an old group that knows what's going on. We got a couple newcomers that are trying really hard and getting up to speed. We've been able to, one out of necessity, playing 2 weeks before we normally do, and two with an older crew, we've been able to get live and get in some situations and some competing almost quicker than usual. So it's been a really competitive and fun preseason so far. The last couple of years we've had one of the strongest non-conference schedules in the country, and you know what? Why not keep doing it? The 2 weeks down in Florida, that was a lot of thought, and I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer. It's two really good teams. I guess the one thing is it's a dream to win the regional someday, and going down there and playing in that, I think, is going to give you a good feel of what it feels like. You're going to playing two teams that were in the Elite Eight last year. We're going to see what some of the best teams in the country up close and personal, and you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it can't do anything but help us. We could get off to a tough start record-wise. Hopefully not, but even with a rough start record-wise, we could still feel like we're in a pretty good shape going into conference play. So we're going to test ourselves and see where we're at. Obviously, Pete had some huge games. It's going to take several people to replace Hobbs' leadership. I mean, he was one of the best leaders we've had. I think we're going to be really deep. Obviously, things can change with injuries and whatnot throughout the season, but I think comfortably we could go 10 or 11 right now. Some older guys have been waiting their turn. The Peyton LaCombs, the Drew Berries, the Matt Schmindas have all improved and are fighting to get in that mix. Grant Warren's taken some big steps, and a couple other guys are in that mix too. It's a really good group that has a really big future at Michigan Tech. They're going to be there. I think a couple of them are going to end up redshirting. I do think Jesse might end up in the mix. He's been a pleasant surprise. He's a really talented kid. Still making some freshman mistakes, but the ability's there, and he's going to push to try to get on the floor a little bit. I mean, I feel like strong relationships with everybody. I mean, I've been the assistant for a long time, recruited those guys, but this group of seniors is my first true recruiting class that committed knowing that I was officially the head coach. So there's something special there, and we had a couple tough years when we were young. I mean, and these guys stuck with it and believed in it, and there's a pretty good bond there. And there's been times when maybe we overachieved a little bit. There's been times when we've definitely been better than what our record said. And you know what? Now this is a whole new experience here. Having a good year last year and bringing back a bunch of returners doesn't guarantee anything. Guys got to be willing to sacrifice for the good of the team and play for the guy next to them and buy into the roles again. That's not a given. And now we're experiencing a target on our back, which these guys haven't had yet. So it'll be an exciting adventure. It's a fun group to be around. We got a really good locker room, so excited for it. Hopefully it doesn't mean a ton because it doesn't mean anything, especially in where college basketball is today. I mean, the top half that was picked in the league is just because we know what they have. Bottom teams that were picked towards the bottom just have such new rosters that it's such an unknown. The talent levels that you look at on there are high, and if they put them together, any of those teams could make a run and win the league. It's just preseason polls have become more and more obsolete with teams putting together whole new rosters every year. But this group has big dreams, and they got to trust the process, and you can't skip steps. It's a new team, it's a new year. We got to get back to the things that made us successful last year, making the extra pass, playing for each other, defending extremely hard, and competing at a high level. And if we do that, hopefully we'll have a chance to put ourselves in a position to accomplish some pretty cool things again. Looking for that challenge of our guys are really bought into our systems right now, and I think we can experiment both offensively and defensively. Experiment might not be the right word. Maybe expands what I'm looking for. Give them even more and more freedom to go and make plays and play with kind of a random flow offensively and defensively to a certain extent. And you know what? Go out there and compete and make plays and just get that bond we had last year. We had a really tight knit group, and hopefully we can do that again and see where the season leads us.